Hey, let's meet the cast.
Hey, what's up? This is Adam here,
I'm Ryan.
and we're Time for 20. This is our very first YouTube review of the hit movie,
Iron Man.
Iron Man, starring Robert Downey Jr., Terrence Howard, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Jeff Bridges. Character synopsis.
Robert Downey Jr., obvious first choice. Excellent man to play that role. Excellent, who better to play an alcoholic playboy than an alcoholic playboy? Man.
That's true. That's true. Also, he has a brilliant sarcasm that he brought, which he brings into a lot of roles, but it really fit with the whole Tony Stark persona.
It brings out the character.
It does. He's not. I had my doubts in the beginning because it's Robert. He doesn't look like a superhero.
No.
Robert Downey Jr. did a great job portraying both Tony Stark and Iron Man. A lot of cool points I thought were in his training sequences.
Yeah.
When he's learning the suit, things like that. Very, very cool. Also awesome seeing him build the suit, but we'll talk about that later on.
Well, I think like you pointed out that with the training and everything, you also saw the character grow with it.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, that was a good point that you don't see in a lot of the comic book movies. I believe you see the character grow, but it feels drawn out and like
It just forces it in there.
exactly. This felt more natural and more entertaining of a growth in character by Tony Stark or of Tony Stark into Iron Man. Gwyneth Paltrow, very hot, but very good at the role.
Yeah, she really put the tension, the sexual chemistry between the two characters was really, it wasn't fake, you could tell like.
How could it be?
I mean,
I wanted to bone her the whole movie.
Yeah.
Still do. Gwyneth, get at me. Good job, Gwyneth. Good job.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard's been a good actor in other things.
Yes, yeah. But as Jim Rhodes,
Uh-huh.
pass.
I didn't believe him to be the military man.
No, totally. I mean, he's a soft guy. I mean, I'm not gonna go be the Punisher.
But no, Terrence Howard was pretty bad. He didn't ruin the movie by any means, but
No.
he didn't fulfill, I believe, Jim Rhodes' character.
He didn't add like the other actors added onto the role. He was there. He was a presence, but
Stabilizer.
I still say get Wesley Snipes out of jail.
Wesley Snipes.
Free Wesley Snipes, so he could have been Jim Rhodes.
Yeah, let's give Richard Hatch more time in jail.
Yeah.
And get the Snipes man back out. We need good, strong black men. I would settle for Denzel, honestly. He'd have to lose some weight.
I mean, I don't think Denzel's gonna take that role.
Yeah, you're right. Oh well. Black women can
Omar
do it.
Epps, the poor man's Wesley Snipes.
Omar Epps.
Quit doing House for a couple months.
The dude from Scrubs, hell. What's his name?
Kirk. I can't
Kirk
remember.
Donald,
Faison or Faison?
doesn't matter. You know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, Terrence Howard, not that great of a choice, but he didn't deter the movie, I guess. So that'd be a good word to use.
I just sum it up with hated it.
Oh, the dude.
The dude.
Obadiah.
Obadiah Stane. What a name.
What a character, though.
What a character. He, I don't know. I mean, I hear the voice, and I think it's the Big Lebowski. That's the only thing about it that takes away from it.
Well, we're all yearning for a Big Lebowski, too.
True.
I mean, I didn't get enough dude action.
No, nobody gets enough dude action.
But I agree, his voice does tend to portray that, his Deuteronomous sound. But
still,
he done a good job.
Yeah.
Good job. A good villain. But
good all-around prick asshole.
Yeah, he was. And the good thing about this, when watching the movie, I don't want to spoil anything, but he's not always a bad guy in this movie, and he doesn't always come across as a bad guy. But when he does get evil, he gets freaking evil.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and he done a good job. I had no problem with him, other than the fact that I was looking for the rug, man. It really tied the room together, man.
The rug always does.
John Favreau actually had a little part in this movie.
Yeah, he's completing his set of playing like kind of a sidekick guy to Marvel characters, and he's Happy Hogan to Tony Stark. Kind of like his buddy and chauffeur.
But he had a big part in this. I mean, not just making it, but he played his chauffeur.
But good job directing the movie.
Yeah, good job everything. Cannot wait for a sequel, John. Remember that. And the chick, I apologize to this actress. I've had 24 hours and I still haven't looked up her name. the chick that plays Ricky Bobby's wife in Talladega Nights. Whatever her name was. She's in this movie.
We all know who it is.
Yeah. And she plays a great one-night stand.
Yeah.
But kind of, I don't know, she sets in that Playboy tone for him.
Yeah, I mean...
You could say she's a vital character in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it showed a crucial part of the Tony Stark psyche, man. Like, you know, he is... That was good.
Thanks. Thank you.
Anyway, I mean, he is that Playboy, and, you know, there he was, balls deep.
What'd you think? Okay. Peter doesn't watch this. She's perfectly fine.
Overall, I say I enjoyed the whole film. It had the right amount of action pacing. It had a decent plot. I mean, not decent. It had a good plot and storyline. It moved along smoothly.
Great script.
Very good script.
Great script. Like you said, the good pace in the movie. But there wasn't any drags whatsoever.
No lulls. I wasn't like, there's something going to explode again.
Exactly. There was a perfect amount of comedy. There was a perfect amount of action, and it didn't take too long to get to action.
No. And like the thing I enjoyed the most, unlike a lot of the other, comic book movies like Hulk or Spider-Man, where you kind of gotta wait to get into stuff. The whole movie just opens up.
It does. And it had kind of like a Tarantino feel to the beginning of it.
Yeah,
and I enjoyed that.
There's a time shift.
There's a time shift. None of the crazy...
Yeah, not.
But the CGI in this film is great.
Excellent.
I mean, I thought you weren't going to be able to top Transformers, and I'm not saying the CGI top Transformers, but it's on that same level.
Yeah, I mean, it was believable interaction between, like, real-life footage and what they added in with the computer. I believe there was a man in an iron suit flying around.
And I don't want to spoil the ending, but the ending is great. It doesn't end on a slow pace.
Yeah, it's not that...
It ends on a kickstart to your heart. Yeah. Time for our final review. I believe we're going to give it 2 bottoms up. Weak. Oh.
Nice.
Thanks. Stay tuned for our next movie review of
Indiana Jones
and the Crystal Skull.
Is it Legend of the Crystal Skull?
Doesn't matter. It's
New
coming.
indie flick,
Yeah,
man.
new indie flick.